Hi everybody. Today we will see our educational system in Pakistan. For any country, literacy rate determines its success. The more educated the people are, the more the country will progress. A country needs to provide an advanced education to its students and focus on their well-being. It is important because children are the future of our country. As I take it, education is meant to serve many purposes. It should enable students to look at the world in a different perspective than just living in it. Education is preparing a person to face everyday life problems. It changes our personality and way of talking, and education helps us to live in this world and understand it. It is only education which enables you to give your opinion. Think, if you don't go to school, could you criticize your education system? I think that life without education is a waste in today's world. We should bring change in the system. The system has to be changed according to the age groups that are given a very big burden in many schools. The education should give them the proper course structure, which should be a must in all schools. This has to change right from primary education to graduation level. And the system of education has to be changed from admission given by money power, leaving the poor who have good marks unable to get admission in their choice of study. Education is the most fundamental factor in one's social and economic success in life. A government should adopt the learning techniques which are useful for children in this competitive world. The government must work on those things before it goes too late. Unfortunately for us, the education system of Pakistan is not very good. In fact, since independence, Pakistan has been facing critical problems regarding the education system and is not paying much attention to it. If Pakistan wants to progress, then it must pay attention to its educational system. Japan is prime example of gaining progress through education. Japan has always been very strict regarding its educational system and keeps the students a top priority. The strategy has gained them a lot of progress, and today Japan is one of the most developed countries in the economic field. Although we are also seeing some increase in the current literacy rate of Pakistan, almost 60%, the changes are still too low. Keeping in mind the current economic situation of Pakistan, the education system has been affected the most. Problems start with insufficient attention to primary classes. If you notice, half of what we learn in school isn't needed at all. A student from the very beginning of education is forced to copy things rather to understand the thoughts. Our education system has been under the curse of cramming, where memorizing has more importance than understanding. One of the main problems is that faculties of these institutions are not implementing the education policies set by the government. The burden of studies of higher classes. In higher studies, as we know, the condition is the same. Instead of acquiring knowledge, students are taught cramming by copying the answers and writing the same in exams. So much stress is put into higher education. These institutions are more focused on getting their profit. For this purpose, they are feeding countless information in the brains of students which they are forced to swallow. They only teach them to get good grades rather than attaining knowledge. Expensive institutions, especially private institutions, have become so greedy for money. For colleges and universities, the cost is in the lakhs per semester. For the government institutions, the merit for fields like medicine increases day by day. Thus, our education system is also too focused on grades rather than skills and willingness to learn. I personally feel that the money makers like private schools are the vital reason to lose our quality of education because they provide education affordable for the rich but not our poor people. Barrier building institutions. Instead of unity of nation, the education system of Pakistan is only building barriers due to different categories of education. Cambridge schools only teach international syllabus and are highly expensive. Then we see the English medium schools that teach Pakistani syllabus but in English. These schools are also very expensive. And lastly, we have our government institutions that teach the syllabus in Urdu. The government system should be at the top to encourage the study in Urdu to maintain the identity in Pakistan. These different categories are creating barriers, making the government students seem less educated. If the government starts to focus on its educational system, almost all problems of Pakistan can be solved. We shouldn't play with the future of the children. We should set aside all of the politics and focus on the education system for the success of our country. There are several ways we can do so. Same curriculum. There should be only one curriculum followed by every institution, no matter private or government. This will help to keep every child equal and hence they will be able to avail themselves of equal opportunities in future. The government should keep a close eye on the institutions to check whether the same curriculum is being taught. Up-to-date syllabus. The curriculum should be advanced at least yearly. We should keep the syllabus up to date according to the advancements, especially in the fields of science. Skillful teachers. Teachers should be hired based on their skills to make the syllabus easy. They should have a simple manner of teaching. Many teachers are highly qualified but their explanatory skills are very weak. Also, more teachers should be hired so that they are not burdened. Currently, a teacher has to teach 30 to 40 students in each class, which can be quite stressful. The number should be decreased to at least a half so that teachers can teach easily. Focus on primary level. Attention should be given to the primary level. It forms the foundation of a student. Thus, basic teachings should be given to personalities and increase their confidence. Lower the fees. The fees of all institutions, private and government, should be lessened to lighten the burden of parents. Primary education should be made free of cost. Scholarships should be given to bright students or to the ones who can't afford the fees. Education without any determination. Another important step is to raise awareness about the importance of education. Many children, especially girls, are not able to get educated due to family traditions or poverty. Some are not given admission due to their race or religion. Thus, it's important to take steps. We should go to such areas and teach them about the importance of education. According to Nelson Mandela, education is the most powerful weapon which you can use to change the world. The system has to be changed according to the age groups that are given a very big burden in many schools. The education school gives them the proper course structure which should be a must in all schools. This has to change right from primary education to graduation level. The system of examination has to be changed from admission given by money power, leaving the poor who have good marks unable to get admission in their choice of study. Education is the most fundamental factor in one's social and economic success in life. Our government should